Congrats to Golden Boy Promotions, HBO, Canelo, K2, Triple G, Julio Jr., his team. Congrats to them all. They were all winners tonight. And anyone who paid or watched that supposed fight was a loser. That was terrible. I just paid $70 for one of the worst HBO boxing after dark cards you could imagine. That's what it turned out to be. That wasn't even HBO World Championship boxing I saw tonight, and that was on pay-per-view. That was terrible, man. A one-sided fight. You know, I'm not even bitter about the losing the plays. You know, like I said, when I got in on Chavez Jr., it was at a plus 600. That was a value play. I put a little extra money on it because I thought he was motivated for the fight, and I lost out on the Lemieux play as well because I played the under. But I am more disappointed at this lack of effort, this one-sided fight, this bill of goods we were sold, man. Um, Chavez, you know, either this guy doesn't have the heart, doesn't have the drive. Either he was just completely, weight drained and had no energy, or he just wanted to go in and collect one last payday. That's the way I see it, man. Everything I saw leading up to the fight, the guy was working his ass off. He must have put in some work to make that weight, obviously. But maybe he left it all in the gym, man. Either that or I don't know. Did he just make the weight to get paid? To go in there and collect the check. Cause man, the guy was not letting his hands go. The first 2-3 rounds, you could tell that the back foot game was not working. He was getting picked apart with a jab by the smaller guy on the outside. Canelo once again looked top 10 pound for pound. He, the accuracy, the speed, the power. The guy looked top 10 pound for pound once again. He looked damn good. And Chavez just looked like a punching bag with legs. A tall 190 plus pound Mexican punching bag with legs. That's what Chavez Jr. was, man. It's really no need for me to even go, do a round by round, breakdown, score, whatever I had. It was just the one sided with Chavez constantly backing up, doing nothing. Like I said, by the second or third round, he should have realized that what he was doing was not working. He should have moved forward and let his hands go. He didn't do it, man. He just kept going back. Got to a point to where Canelo would lean against the ropes and invite him to come in. And hell, he would hardly even let his hands go. He would go up to the guy and just kind of throw a shot here and there, back up. Man, was it lack of confidence? Was it lack of energy? I don't know, man. But that was disgraceful, man. And then Jim Lampley had the nerve, the audacity. Okay, of course, after the fight, they bring Triple G into the ring to announce that that the fight is official in September. To the point where they got him walking from the back, coming out to his music, and all that. They get in the ring, Kellerman's interviewing each. I thought it was kind of peculiar that he would interview Chavez first. They just got him out the way, pushed him on out. All right, we're done with you. Get your ass out of here. Okay, then they talk to Canelo for a minute. Then they bring in Golovkin, and that's what's gonna be on the tip of everybody's tongue probably tonight in all the post fights, and but I'm not gonna be the one jumping for joy. I'm not gonna forget, what I saw in the ring and what we paid for. What I paid for. I know some people probably didn't, but this was a heist, man. This was for $70, man, for that main event. Now good thing about it, they did have Lemieux and Matthysse on the card. That was good. You should have those kind of attractions on the pay per view. But that fight was one sided. The other guy giving no effort. It was sad, man. The only other thing I'll say about that fight is Kenny Bayless was getting on my damn nerves. Whenever Chavez would try to go, head to head with Canelo and throw some body shots and stuff, he would talk about watch your heads, and watch those low punches and all that. Man, just shut the fuck up, get back and let the dudes fight, man. Bayless was getting on my nerves, man. Um, but other than that, man, really nothing else to say about that fight, man. If anybody out there missed it, didn't pay for it, man, congrats to you, man. Cause I tell you, I was expecting more of a fight, and if I knew I was getting this, man, I would have saved my money and I would have done something else tonight, man. As much as I love the sport, man, this was just it was a heist, man. And then Jim Lampley has the nerve to say, "All's well that ends well." You know what I'm saying? Talking about basically saying that even though the fight was shit, that we're gonna have Ward Kovalev next month, and then we're gonna have Golovkin and Canelo in September. Man, I just spent $70, man. Don't be telling me he gonna tell me to look forward to spending another $70 next month, and then hell at least 70 in September. It would not surprise me if that fight is probably gonna be 75. Hell, it could be 80. So you telling me all's well that ends well. All these damn pay per views HBO putting on, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I just spent $70 now. You telling me to look forward to spending at least another $140, man? Man, shut the hell up, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Hey, I know the world's a lot of people gonna be buzzing about Canelo and Golovkin. I already know, but I tell you, man, I'm not letting it take out of my head what I saw in the ring tonight, what I paid for, man. This bullshit, man. Shit, we need to get some compensation for this shit, man, and not Ward Kovalev and Canelo Golovkin this compensation, because we gonna be compensating their asses. All right. Only other thing I gotta say, man, is congrats to Lemieux, man. Look, I lost on the under 7.5 rounds, halfway through the 8th round. And, as the fight was going on, I was like, oh man, this fight gonna end, man. I'm telling you, man. And this ain't sour grapes. This is, legit as a fan of the sport and as a decent human being, man. That fight should have been stopped at the end of the 7th round, man. Lemieux started out strong in the first 3 rounds, I believe, and then I think Reyes won the 4th, and the 5th and the 6th were kind of like, Lemieux was winning them, but it wasn't like a complete like beat down. Reyes was doing some things here and there, but in the 7th, man, Lemieux turned it on, man. And I'm telling you, this dude, he rocked this dude at least 2 times, could have been 3 times, to where the dude was holding on for dear life, clinching, and the dude looked like he had just, been in a car accident, man. Face swole, little blood coming down his face, man. Going back to the corner, sitting down, breathing all heavy, and his corner telling him, talking about he needs to box and use his jab and all this kind of shit. Man, the dude is dead, man. You know what I'm saying? The dude was dead. And Robert Byrd, terrible job by you. I tell you, man, Robert Byrd, the commission, and Reyes' corner, they better hope this guy checks out all right after this fight, man, with no bad side effects, no bad post-fight medicals, nothing like that. Cause man, they let that shit go on, man. That shit should have been stopped, man. In the seventh round, some look the corner should have said that's enough, cause he was way behind on the scorecard. He had just gotten beat down bad. You know, the guy didn't have any energy left to knock out Lemieux. You know, that was just a waste of what 3 rounds on this man's career where he took more punishment, more shots to the head. And then I think what, like in the ninth and 10th, that's when the HBO commentators was kind of starting to call for the fight to be stopped. It should have been stopped at the end of the seventh, man. Lemieux was putting a beating on that dude. So I missed out on that. I'm not a big time fan of over unders. Usually, I like to play the distance or not the distance. If the money line is too big, which it was on this Lemieux fight, he was what, a minus 4,000 favorite or some shit like that, man. You know, uh, like I said, normally distance or not distance. But hell, I would have lost anyway, because if I didn't play the under, I would have played Lemieux to win inside the distance. So yeah, that would have been a loss for me either way. But congrats to Lemieux. He looked good. I guess obviously now he's not going to get the Canelo fight. I think he should take him a decent little break. Probably come back in the fall or late toward the end of the year. So I don't know who he would fight next. Hell, maybe Danny Jacobs. Maybe that would be a good fight. Hell, I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. Uh, you know, so, and then maybe the winner of that could fight the winner of Canelo Golovkin. Something along those lines. Just a thought. All right. And congrats to Lucas Matthysse. He came back. He got a stoppage against Taylor. I really, man, I cannot comment too strongly on that fight, man. I was just waking up from my nap to stay up. And I was barely. I tell you, man, I was barely watching that fight, and I know that he knocked the guy down, and he was slow to get up, and the ref waved it off. So, yeah, congrats to Matthysse on coming back, getting a stoppage. I think that was a plus 120 when I looked at it at the casino. So if anybody played Matthysse inside this is, man, hey, congrats, man. That would have been a good play. All right, and man, I think that's about it, man. I did not see the first fight. Nothing big to say about the non pay per view undercard that came on audience. So yeah, that's it, man. I will say I hope you guys enjoyed it, but man, that was terrible, man. The main event was, the Lemieux fight was um, probably the most dramatic thing of the night, even though it was one sided. So I don't know what happened in the first fight. Maybe I'll go back and look at it later. But you know, just terrible and sad for all of the boxing fans, man, who wanted a big time fight tonight. Cinco de Boro. It was not Cinco de Mayo. It was Cinco de Boro, because that was a bore. It was terrible. A heist by Golden Boy, a heist by Chavez Jr. All these guys, man. HBO. All these people lining their pockets with money that some of us doled out to watch this shit. And man, Lampley talk about all's well that ends well. You know what I'm saying? We could look forward to spending, another $70 next month, and what, at least 70 in September. I'm telling you, probably gonna be more than 70. So you know, thumbs down to Lampley, man. Thumbs down to this main event. Thumbs down to Chavez. Maybe the guy was just zapped of any energy or power, man, because of the weight cut. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to collect a check, like I said. I don't know, man, but disappointing. Sad. It's just sad ending to a Saturday night, man. Let me know what you guys thought about this event, man. And hey, hopefully we will get something better next time, man. Thanks for watching.